Hi everybody, Leah here with your July 2026 card reading. July is the month to acknowledge your achievements. If you haven't already bought the journal, you can get them on Amazon still. This is very much, I think sometimes we get so focused on what we're doing and trying to achieve, and that sometimes we forget how much we've actually already done or how far we've come. And so July is really looking back at where you were, 9 years ago and going, okay, look how different my life is now. Look how much I've actually achieved, what I've made it through, what I have survived, whatever it is for you. Achievements don't have to be, money goals and, success. It can be how you have gotten yourself through life. So this month is really looking at what you have achieved and your strengths and gifts and talents that you've brought to make that happen, so that then you can start to look at, well, what is next? What do I want to do next? And what am I bringing with me into that? The essential oil for July is Arise or Ascend, depending on where you buy it. And this is the Enlightening blend. So this is really helping you to come into your own, connect to source, to your intuition, to divine guidance, whatever that is for you, and to really up level into the next stage. Now, I've been doing the second half of 2026 card readings, and August is really coming up as something big happening for most people. And so I'm starting to think this could be something more on a bit of a, global scale outside of just the individual, but obviously is going to affect the individual in different ways. But August is a 9-month, and so it is the end of cycles. It's completion in some way and clearing what shouldn't be there, ready for that next cycle to start. So just be mindful, when we do the August reading, we'll see what comes up. But I just want you to have that sort of in the back of your mind. If there was to all of a sudden be this sudden upheaval, how would I want my life to change? How would I want it to be different? And sometimes that can give you the information that you need to start planning ahead. So the card from My Healing Cards for July is Stillness. It's taking that time out just to sit and be and listen to your thoughts and allow messages to come through. We don't do that anywhere near enough in our very busy lives. And interestingly, the numerology card is number 2, which is the card of patience. So July, I feel like for a lot of you, is going to be a month of just taking some time out, sitting with yourself, recognizing yourself, acknowledging everything that you have done in your life and what has gotten you to this point and what you still want to achieve. Alrighty. For the individual cards, we're going to use the Shamanic Healing deck. So I just want you to pick a card 1 to 4, and we will read these at the end. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to draw the cards. 3 cards for each week. So yeah, that August reading, I had one client had 3 tower cards from 3 different decks in August. So if that doesn't tell us that there's going to be a big shake-up, I don't know what does. But I've never ever had that happen. The same 3 cards from 3 different decks in the same section of a reading. So I really feel like August is going to bring some big changes for us, some big shake-ups in the world, hopefully good ones, because we could use a bit of that. We could probably use a lot of that, truth be told. That's 2 cards for that one. For that one as well. So for the last week of July, there's a lot of messages coming through. Okay. So the first week of July, we have 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Hermit card. So that Hermit card is that going within, it's being still, it's listening to your guidance. I feel like for some of you, and yeah, 4 of Swords is also the same thing. being quiet, taking time out, meditating, finding moments to let go of stress and work out what is stressing you. Sometimes we just live such busy lives and everything's sort of just constant, and you can have that unsettled or uneasy feeling and you don't even know what it is unless you take the time to sit and be still and just tune in and go, oh my God, it was just, it might have been this throwaway comment someone made that has really stuck with me, or it might be, this situation reminded me of this unresolved thing from my past, or it might just be I'm just really unsettled with my life. I'm unhappy with where I'm at. I'm bored. I want something more, or I want to be doing something. So you can't really tune into any of that and resolve any of that if you don't take the time to be still and listen to what your mind and body is telling you. So meditation could be really important for you in the first week of July. And you don't need to overthink that at all. Just sit and be still is basically what meditating is. Now, I feel like for some of you, money could be on your mind. Some of you, I think, want to travel or something, and it's sort of you're feeling a bit stuck. And I certainly get that feeling that some people are just feeling bored or just stuck where they're at and not really moving forward, and they want a bit of excitement or change in their life. So this is just telling you the first week of July, acknowledge that feeling, but take the time out to really tune and see what is it that you're wanting. Don't sort of, I feel like there could be the potential for just running off and doing random things that's going to cost you money potentially, that isn't actually going to fill the spot that needs to be filled. So take the time to really think it through and go, what is it that I'm wanting? I don't just want a change, I want a specific change. There's something I'm wanting in my life. So take the time to work out what that is. Second week of July, we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Nine of Swords. I feel there could be a little bit of anxiety happening here still. And busyness. It feels busy. There's a lot to do. I feel like your emotions could run away with you a little bit in the second week of July. So you're being really asked to check in with your emotions. What are they telling you? What needs to happen here? What is creating this anxiety, this uneasy feeling? And take the time, I know I keep saying it, but just keeps coming through, to really listen to what you're being told. Now, I feel like there is some help there. Whether you believe in angels or God or, whatever that higher power is that you feel is there supporting you. It could be your guides, it could be guardian angels, it could be someone that you love that you have lost that is looking over you. Whoever that is, really start talking to them. Ask for their help, ask for their guidance, ask for them to show you signs, to lead you to where you need to go. Ask for them to bring you comfort. Whatever that is. So I feel like the first half of July we're a little bit unsettled, but this is shifting in the third week because we have the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Fool. You have 3 major arcana cards in the third week of July, so that is a turning point. It can be life-changing. I feel like now you have an idea of where you're headed and you're feeling excited about that and you're ready to move on. Now, for somebody with the Hierophant there, this could be you getting married, getting engaged, forming some kind of commitment there. And with the Fool, it's a fresh start. So yeah, new beginnings for some of you, and that could be through marriage or some commitment with another person. I feel like for a lot of you, this is you really making that connection with your own spiritual self and stepping into that, not really knowing where it's taking you or where you're headed, but trusting in the process, and it feels good. With the Empress there, you're being creative. This is the beginning of something new. This can be babies. But it's like you're coming into your own. It feels like you're getting clear on your own beliefs and values. With the Hierophant there could be that this sense of uneasiness is that you've always had this particular, school of thought or whatever. You've got these strong beliefs, but you've been questioning those. They haven't felt quite true to you. Certainly with the way the world is currently with politics and everything, I'm not at all surprised that there is an upheaval happening here. And so it might be that you're actually deciding what feels true for you and what's more aligned for you. And that is what is going to bring around this sense of ease. It's like, oh, okay, I've been trying to live my life to somebody else's ideals or rules or expectations, and actually that's not working for me, and you're going to change that in July. The last week we have Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so this is really nice. At the end of the month of acknowledging your achievements, we have the card of attainment and the card of celebration. Yeah, it's almost like this month, I feel like there's going to be some work to do this month. There's going to be some upheaval, some ups and downs. You're really being pushed, I think, to question what doesn't fit in your life, what doesn't feel good, what doesn't make you happy. And, you know, that unease that you might be feeling is to push you to do that and to do things differently. So whatever doesn't feel right, it's like, oh, why doesn't it feel right? What is it about it that I'm not resonating with, that's not making me feel good, and what do I have to do to change it? And I feel like if you do that, I feel like you're going to do a lot of self-exploration the first 2 weeks. The third week you're like, yeah, I get it, this is what I want to do. And the fourth week you're starting to celebrate and be excited about what you're doing. Now there could well be something new comes in on the horizon at the end of July that is going to lead you on this new path, and it feels very exciting. If you're signing up to things, agreeing with things, so, you know, some of you might be signing up to a course or a mentor or something like that, just make sure you're really reading what you're getting as part of that and making sure that that feels really right for you before you do it. Don't sort of be swayed into signing up for something that afterwards you're like, oh my God, that was a lot of money for no reason. So really get clear on what you're getting out of it and if that is actually what you even need or what you want. If you've done that inner work, it's going to be a pretty obvious decision to make. So emotions, I feel like you're really getting control of those. You're using them to guide you as opposed to them controlling you. And I feel like there is this new beginning here. You're starting something new and it feels really nice, really exciting, and much more aligned with who you are than perhaps some of the stuff you have been doing prior to this. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. So you got the Queen of Cups twice here, which is nice. In one reading, it means that message really is coming through quite strongly for you. This is you supporting yourself, nurturing yourself, taking all of your experience and wisdom you already have and trusting to make your own best decisions for yourself. With the Queen of Swords there, she's very much, cutting through any nonsense. She's not falling for stuff that she has been told or that people are sort of putting on her. It's like, actually, no, I'm much smarter than this. Like, I can tell what is true for me and making those decisions for herself. And with the Nine of Cups, you know, you're dreaming big. You're making a wish. You're creating great things in your life. It is a happy, happy time. And so whatever is not making you happy needs to be addressed so that you can move on from that. All right, the cards that we chose at the beginning, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Card number 1 is Sacred Space. So making a little spot where you can actually go and make this meditation, this stillness part of your day. It might be putting a nice seat out in the garden where you can just go, sit with your cup up and just sit and hold that and feel the warmth and focus on the steam and the smells and just bring your senses in. That is a really nice way to meditate. If you have somewhere in your house that you can create a beautiful space that you can just go and sit, and it doesn't need to be a whole room, you just really need one little section that is yours. So if you can create that for yourself this month, I think that's going to be really helpful. Card number 2 is Divine Timing. So sometimes when we have this sense of unease and we're wanting to do more and achieve more, it's kind of like, I want to do it now. You want everything to happen right now. Or you might be looking back and going, well, I've wasted the last 10 years. You haven't. You're not. It is very much things are going to happen as they are supposed to. And perhaps this is the time, though, that you're really being asked to commit to that and make those changes. Card number 3 is Changes. So if you've got 3, then I feel like this whole reading is going to resonate a lot for you. So pay attention to it, because there is a big change coming on the horizon. And it's like, this is your prep work. You're needing to do this stuff now to get to where you need to be when that really big change comes in August, whatever that happens to be. And card number 4 is the card of joy. And as we said, you're finding what makes you happy, what does not, and making changes so that you can be happy most of the time. Because really, what is the point of being here if we're miserable? So I really hope that helps. If you like the daily cards, if you like the readings, please share them. Please comment, like, you know, just help to spread the word that they are out there, because you never know who that message might be for that needs to hear it. So have a fantastic month. I will see you next month. Bye.